Well, he from London. He applying. Oh yeah, we did that. And the judge gave him a press pass. The judge probably gave him a press pass because he knew he was representing the case in a certain way. Plus, he doing some hot shit outside. Plus, the judge know he gonna get fucked up. Judge Fitzgerald know that. But he the one started that. Lord Durk is telling shit. King yelling all them niggas ain't at trial. They don't know shit. Now the dude C.D. Nash, I see he trying to give a realistic opinion. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about the dude.
Thank you for my new clothes.
I'm not.
My new shoes.
I'm not gonna.
What? Thank you. You welcome.
I'm not gonna say nothing about C.D. Nash. Hold on, man. Y'all got a lot of comments in here. I gotta set the phone down this way for a second. Nah, he ain't lying J-Bo up. Someone else did. A unanimous call. Yeah. Hey, we gonna talk about J-Bo, GBE. You got Vlad and all them suckers calling Durk a rat. Fuck Vlad. But them culture vultures started that Lord Durk is snitch shit. But anyway, I want to make this point before I forget. I keep forgetting it. Bruh, even a person who don't know nothing about criminal justice, right? Even a person who don't know nothing about law should know that when you go to trial, you are not blaming shit on nobody. If you're going to tell, you tell before trial. You don't tell at trial, bruh. At trial, I'm not even talking about pre-trial. During trial, you are convincing the jury that you did not do it. You are not blamed. The jury is not going to listen to this. Let me tell you this. Anybody listening, even if Lord Durk was telling on something, right? You don't tell the jury and then the jury go lock somebody up and try them again, bruh. You tell the jury what you want to tell the jury so the jury will find you not guilty. Does anybody not understand that, bruh? Big Meech involved in that situation. Somehow 53 bricks, they gave him that much of Big Meech fake. I ain't even talking about that, bruh. I'm going to let GBE, Big Meech, that's your man. You going to have to defend that, you going to have to defend that J-Bo shit. I ain't going to defend that for you. I don't think that's true, but I don't like what Meech was doing with Tammy. And with me and you, I fuck with you, GBE, but you never, nah, I can't say you never. You acknowledge, but you don't give the credence to the Tammy thing, bruh. Tammy would have got me smoked. The whole Tammy thing would have got me smoked in a situation where the type of niggas that I grew up under, the type of shit I was taught, we'd have hit Meech, bruh. We'd have hit Meech. I ain't talking about right now. I'm talking about when I was active, when we was doing, we'd have hit Meech, bruh. We'd have duct taped Meech and left Meech ass on motherfucking 295. That's called Baltimore, Washington Parkway. Let Meech would have sent Tammy to one of our men, and our men got a phone tap and got incarcerated. We'd have hit Meech ass, bruh. I'm not entertaining that. Yeah. Don't entertain that one. But with me, what I'm talking to you about, I really want to understand. That's why I always ask you, would you take 1,000 birds from Meech right now? If Meech would have sent Tammy to you, connected you with Suarez, and you got locked up, how the fuck would you feel about Meech? Like, niggas keep on getting Meech twisted. Oh, Eyon said Meech right. Yo, I ain't say Meech right. I don't give a fuck about Meech. I beat dog shit out Meech. Meech ain't do that with me. Meech ain't no killer. Meech ain't even no gangster. You don't hear no stories of Meech fighting nobody in the feds that he beat up. Right or wrong? But Trablo Raw started that goddamn Durk is telling shit because he don't understand what the fuck is going on. He think Durk is telling the courts this, blaming it on Vonnie to the courts. Like the courts is gonna go lock somebody else up, bruh. Vonnie is the first nigga to tell according to co-defendants. I don't know when Jam started telling. You're gonna see their testimony. And let me tell you this, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I don't give a fuck what nobody think that ain't from the streets. I wouldn't take 10,000 units from him. I already know you was going to say that. I don't even hit you with that shit no more because I know you too smart. You a smart nigga. But I'm going to tell y'all this. And I don't want to bring up another nigga situation, but if I was Lord Durk, and my lawyer sat me down and went over the defenses, I would approve of my lawyer saying, Eyon couldn't have set up this murder for hire. All the evidence points to the nigga that's telling on him. Eyon couldn't have did it. The nigga that's telling on Eyon had to do it. He's the only one to know where the text messages are. He's the only one to know where the credit cards was used. He's the only one to know where the guns and masks was purchased. He's the only one that came back and forth to my house in the BMW. He never told me nothing about it. He was coming back and forth to my house with some other shit. We had a wedding going on. We had business to take care of. He never spoke to me about that. I even texted him and told him don't use my name connected with nothing. How do any, like I had to block this bitch on my other page. She came on my page, left a paragraph, and I thought she was cool. She came on my page, left a paragraph about how she glad that I'm teaching people about snitching and not snitching, but on my other platform, I promote it. You dumbass bitch, get the fuck out of grown man conversation. Fuck is you talking about snitching and not snitching for, and then at the end of your colloquy, I'm not even gonna call it a paragraph. She wrote a colloquy. At the end of her colloquy, she said, she really don't care. She's not interested in learning no more about snitching. Dumbass bitch, what the fuck is you in the conversation about snitching for? Am I wrong or right? Remember, the lawyers couldn't even share the discovery with Durk, which is crazy. Hold up, bruh. I didn't know that. You got to be able to share the discovery with your defendant. You mean they couldn't give him the discovery? Because in my last case, I had a witness telling on me. In my last drug case, they wanted me to receive my discovery through a thing that was called in-screen. And in-screen is a thing that they were using in DC and maybe in other jurisdictions where through the courts or through your lawyer at a private location, they make you come view your discovery on a computer screen. I protested. I said, yo, where's this law at? Since when can I see my discovery? And they was talking about it. There was addresses, sensitive information, and police something in the discovery. Nevertheless, I filed Brady on certain aspects of the case, and they had to give it to me. They had to give it to me.
That is so special. You thinking of that? It is so cool.
Couldn't tell them who the witnesses were, or Durk could have personally had the discovery. It was attorney eyes only. Hold up, bro. Can you send me some information to say that? Your discovery can't be for your attorney's eyes only. I understand in some jurisdictions and in some situations they tell you that the defendant can't have it because of witnesses, but there's no way that the defendant can't see it. Can you show me that in writing? I mean, I could go look it up on Pacer, but if that was a judicial order. But there's no way to my knowledge, and I don't know everything, but there's no way to my knowledge that a defendant cannot see his discovery. Yeah, I'm going to send it to you. About to look it up. Yeah, if you can show me that, I'm going to do a whole thing on that. That's unconstitutional to my knowledge. I'll look it up. I'm telling you, I had a situation in my case where as though one of my co-defendants was accused of witness intimidation. He was later charged with obstruction of justice. So they came at me with this, I can't see the discovery shit. I filed all type of shit, all the way down to Brady. And what the judge ended up doing was like, all right, we're going to let him see it, but we're going to make him view the discovery in what's called in-screen. Does anybody know what in-screen is? Even if Durk a rat, Muslims don't care. They eat lovers in the feds. Oh, this dude, Billy Zote. Bruh, I just might block you. You tried to bait GBE in, and now you trying to bait me in? That ain't what I'm on here for. This shit free over here. I don't even get paid for this shit over here.
Yeah, block them immediately. Got answer the local people there. Block the earth line. I've been on here 15 minutes and somebody already reported my live, which means you can't search me or none of that. But I don't care about being searched. Low quality searches are blank. Or blank or not blank. My thing is not blank or wasn't blank. I'm gonna make my own app though because TikTok got me rooms and I'm not like rooms. I'm not a room person. I'm not an internet bitch. And I'm free. And I only real heavy tunes and a cool vibe. Like, all that extra shit y'all be doing, I'm not with it. Like, I'm really a street bitch. I be ready to turn the fuck up. Like, I can't, like, cut it off.
Yeah, whoever dude is trying to raise, but yeah, ain't nobody stunting that shit right now, bro. It might be that goofy ass nigga from New Jersey. I ain't sure though, but I really don't care.
But like, hold on, I gotta remember, this is the internet. People can be whoever they want to be on this motherfucker.
But
Just be throwing me off.
GBE, do you agree with me that I think the dude Trap Lord Ross started this frenzy about Durk is telling? I even seen Al Prophet. If I'm not mistaken, I think I seen Al Prophet say some shit about Durk telling. And I don't want to get all into the Al Prophet thing, but he a different type of person within the YouTube, social media, blog world, right? But I don't think Al Prophet should be talking about nobody telling. If you get what I'm saying, man. I don't think he should be talking about nobody telling, bro. I don't think he got a foot to stand on in that matter. He definitely started it. Al Prophet rat ass ran with it too, including Gully. Gully was running with it from the beginning. Gully is a whore. That's what made me get back on Gully, bro. He's a whore, bro. He's not of our culture, bro. Gully ran with the rat shit too. That's how you, bruh. How can Gully running with the rat shit for views, bruh? He went to visit a nigga on his dying bed that he alleged told on him. Gully don't care about rats. Gully fuck with rats. What Gully say, GBE? I'ma fire his ass up. I just did a deep research on all his case. He keep talking about he was an ex-kingpin drug dealer.
Who got iPad? Device phone. Oh, he must got another iPad. My son said he's so fucking slick.
Oh.
I just took his iPad. I'm just trying to figure out how another one was connected. And that's what's wrong with him. Don't only have nothing but a hard time, baby.
He was joking about all that Muslim Salat shit ain't work. Oh, I saw that. He was on that before Durk started trial. He kept saying Salat don't work in the white man's courtroom. But see, he one of them type of niggas that probably tried to pray while he was in trouble. He got a video some years back where he said he was walking through the court building. He seen niggas in there and they button up shirts and they koofies and they wanted to pray. He is a terrible dude, bro. I hate to even give him so much attention.
We outside. He's on some mic, y'all, so we don't know.
See, Gully one of the type of niggas that don't got nothing to tell on. You know them type of guys that ain't never been involved in anything to tell on, so that's why they never told. They never had nothing to tell on. If Gully had something to tell on, I bet you he would have told on it.
How your morning going? Hey, Tree, Drake said he be out his weekend. What you doing, Tree? When you at Tree, we get out there, right? When you at Tree?
I mean, and for real, my objective when I be screaming on him is not to get people to boycott him or cancel him. They're followers for everybody. They're followers for Alpo. They're followers for Rayful Edmond. I understand that. Yeah, I think a Muslim brother must have beat the brakes off him before because he stays speaking on the religion in a negative manner. The Philly boys probably shook him. See, he probably couldn't do the fake Islam thing around the Philly guys in the Pennsylvania prisons. But I be amazed that he can talk like he got some drug dealing experience, bro. He an 8-ball dude. No nigga that's 49 years old can talk to me about the drug game when all they ever did was little boy shit. Not to me. He ain't never put nobody on. Don't nobody know him outside of the little circle he's in. You know what I mean? I even looked up his little punk ass book. He got an 87-page book he called a memoir. 87 pages, bruh, with the writing big like 3rd grade. He want to say he's an author. Yeah, you can tell he was a petty nickel and dime nigga. Casa said when he came to Erie to see him, while he was a grown man, he was riding around breaking off an 8-ball. I ain't respecting that nigga. Just riding around breaking off an 8-ball at almost 40 years old. Now he almost 50 now. There are no big balling pictures of him. There's no pictures of him getting no money. Like, I can show a bunch of pictures in my 20s, 30s, and 40s with bank rolls of cash. I'm talking about stacks of cash. 100,000, 150,000, 80,000. Different little hits. Of course, I never did that when I was active. You know better.
All right, have a good day. I'm going to do a pan in a little while. I think that he got smoke over there. I wasn't going to do a bag. How long you been in?
Yeah, But GBE, do you think it would be an interesting video for me to do a breakdown on the dude Trap Lord Ross and explain my opinion of why he's a culture vulture and our culture, especially the young guys, shouldn't put too much stock in him anyway? Like, what makes him so special in our culture? Because he reports on it? Say he started off with a Biggie CD at 12. Think about that, GBE. The 10 crack commandments is probably his constitution. If you get what I'm saying. The 10 crack commandments is probably his constitution. Yeah. Cause want to do your research, I think you should do it. Yeah, I did some research on it. I can make a 10-minute video about the dude and why I think he's a culture vulture. Like he said, he's not here to basically please the free durk crew. I'm using the word crew. He used another word. And he doesn't care about who's telling and who's snitching. And he's not saying that he's snitching. He said he's blaming everything on Vonnie. Vonnie is the government's star witness. It's not even Jam. Jam might be one of the most crucial witnesses, but Vonnie is the star witness, bruh. Vonnie is the one that connects all the dots. Vonnie is the one that is cooked for real. Vonnie was cooked from the day he walked in the office with the people. Was Vonnie even in the streets? Yeah, don't forget the Joni did on King Von, attributing all type of unsolved Jones to different people. He remind me of the nigga in the Tupac case that worked for the production company that wants to be a detective clandestinely. You know what I'm talking about? I think his name is Dorsey. You paying attention to the Keefe D joint? The Tupac murder trial? Yeah, Vonnie from out here in Atlanta. He ran a car, Vince. I heard that they brought that up in court. Come on, come on. Yeah, there's so many hot niggas in the Keefe D case. Nah, man, that nigga act like he was the police. He even recorded his own versions of the Keefe D interview and emailed them to the detective on the Tupac case for years. Even on the stand, he was trying to give a testimony as if he was law enforcement. So much so that the defense attorney had to come back and remind him and the jury that he has no affiliation with law enforcement. But even his look, he got one of them German neo-Nazi New Jersey state trooper looks. You know they say the New Jersey state trooper uniform was designed by on the likeness of a Nazi uniform. That's how the Trenches News dude is. He, just like Traveler Raw, he was a paid CI. Who is Trenches News? GBE. You know, I don't be knowing some of that shit. Remember, I came straight out of the subculture into the internet. I really didn't, you know, some people study the internet and didn't get in the internet. I didn't come like that. I just cut the phone on Facebook. I used to send messages out to MySpace, but I participated in that first Facebook wave when I got out.
No, you should be driving when you fine. If you go driving, you take home. Go leave money. I'm gonna be Ohio. I'm gonna be like 12 hours. Oh, some shit. Okay, so we can do that.
Fella, what's up, bro? I was just hanging out over here for a few minutes. I'm about to get on TikTok. About to get on TikTok. Catch me on TikTok, y'all. Take this conversation over there. Free.